Aspects and Tenses. Grammar Activation Pack 1. Welcome! Welcome to the first in my series of Grammar Activation Packs at Britlish.com. Together, the Grammar Activation Packs combine to make a comprehensive course of English grammar. You can buy each Grammar Activation Pack for the price you want to pay, from as little as €1, or you can make a huge saving and subscribe to a membership at Britlish. All Britlishers get a huge welcome pack of free English language learning material, so get yours today. Membership subscriptions. Britlish now offers 3 memberships from just €8 a month: monthly, biannual, annual. Each membership subscription gives you unlimited access to the rapidly growing library of activation packs at Britlish.com. Learn more at Britlish.com. The 3 keys. When I teach grammar to my students, I first teach them what I call the 3 keys to English grammar. The 3 keys are the 3 verbs do, be, and have. Understand these 3 verbs, and you'll see just how easy English grammar really is. Aspects and Tenses. Okay, this grammar activation pack is titled Aspects and Tenses, so it would be bereft of me not to tell you what aspects and tenses both mean. Let's start with tenses, even though tenses comes second in the title. English has only 2 tenses. Let me explain on the next page. Tenses. Tense means time, and time can be the present, the past, or the future. But didn't I say that English only has 2 tenses? That's right, I did. English only has the present and the past tenses, but it doesn't have a future tense. However, we can still talk about the future. We just don't do it by changing the verb forms, as we do with the past. We talk about the future using the auxiliary verbs will and shall, by using going to, and by several other means that I'll look at later in this course. Present tense. The present tense is indicated by the present forms of the 3 key verbs. With do, the present is indicated by do and does. With be, the present is indicated by am, is, and are. With have, the present is indicated by have and has. Third person singular. The present tense is indicated by the present forms of the 3 key verbs do, be, and have. The third person singular subjects, he, she, and it, use the verb forms ending in s. He does, she does, it does. He is, she is, it is. He has, she has, it has. This leaves just the present tense are form of the verb be left to explain. Use of are. The third form of the present tense of the verb be, which is are, is used for plural person subjects you, we, they. Because the pronoun you is used for both plural and singular subjects, we use are with both singular and plural you. Richard, you're teaching us English. Subject you equals Richard is singular. We don't use are with singular nouns, however, even though we do when we use a pronoun for the same subject. Richard is teaching us English. Subject Richard is singular. Past tense. The past tense is indicated by the past forms of the three key verbs, do, be and have. With do, the past is indicated by did for all persons. With be, the past is indicated by was for third persons and were for all other persons. With have, the past is indicated by had for all persons. Aspect. Now that you understand that tense means time, we'll look at the meaning of aspect. There are four aspects in English grammar: the simple aspect, the continuous aspect, the perfect aspect, the perfect continuous aspect. Aspects tell us if something is finished or ongoing. Simple aspect. The simple aspect of the present and past tense is marked by the auxiliary verb do, even when it appears to be missing. Take the sentence, "I love teaching English," for example. This is the present tense and the simple aspect. But where is the auxiliary verb do? To see the do, we can change the sentence to, "I do love teaching English." Normally we only do this for present simple when we use do for emphasis. Hidden do. The simple present uses what I call the hidden do. The hidden do is found in the present tense with the simple aspect. In question forms, we see the do because we use the auxiliary to form the question. I love teaching English. Do I love teaching English? I do not love teaching Spanish. Notice here that teaching is not a verb, it's a gerund. The main verb is love. More on gerunds later in this course. Simple past. The simple aspect always uses do, but in the case of the past tense, it's the past form of do, which is did. The simple past also uses the hidden do. The hidden do is found in the past tense with the simple aspect, unless we use do for emphasis. Richard made this grammar activation pack. Richard did make this grammar activation pack. Did Richard make this grammar activation pack? You didn't make this grammar activation pack. Continuous aspect. The continuous aspect of the present and past tense is marked by the auxiliary verb be plus the ing form of the verb. If you see the verb be followed by an ing form, it's the continuous aspect. Take the sentence, I'm teaching English, for example. This is the present tense because it uses the present tense of be, which is am, and the continuous aspect because it contains be plus ing. Verb to be plus ing is really all you need to know to identify the continuous aspect. Perfect aspect. Perfect means finished or complete. Indeed, it's sometimes called the complete aspect. The perfect aspect of the present and past tense is marked by the auxiliary verb have plus the past participle or third form of the verb. I have created this grammar activation pack. He has created this grammar activation pack. The present tense is shown by the present tense of the auxiliary have. Have only marks the perfect aspect when followed by a past participle, in this case, created. Thus we have present perfect. If you see the verb have followed by a past participle form, it's the perfect aspect. Present perfect continuous. We've seen that have plus past participle is the perfect aspect. We've also seen that be plus ing is the continuous aspect. If we put them together, we should get the present perfect continuous. I've been creating these grammar activation packs for a while now. Have plus past participle of be, which is been, gives us the perfect aspect. Be plus ing gives us the continuous aspect. Thus, the perfect continuous aspect of the present and past tense is marked by the auxiliary verb have plus the past participle of be, been, plus ing. Easy, isn't it? Does it work? Okay, I've defined the aspects and shown how the tenses work. Now let's see if they hold true for all circumstances. The best way to do this, I think, is to analyse a few sentences in the present and the past. We'll look at the future in a future grammar activation pack. Present simple. I teach English. Does this sentence contain an auxiliary verb? Of course it does, but it's hidden. Let's find it by turning it into a question. Do I teach English? Now we can see that there must be a hidden do in the original statement. If we use do for emphasis, we see it clearly. I do teach English. Do marks the simple aspect, and the tense of the auxiliary do is present. Thus, we're looking at the present simple. Present continuous. I am teaching English. This statement doesn't have do in it, so it cannot be the simple aspect. What auxiliary does the sentence have? That's right, it contains a present form of be, am, which shows the present tense. Is be followed by the ing form? Yes, it is. Therefore, it must be the continuous aspect. We're looking at the present continuous. If be was on its own, it would be a copular verb, which I'll explore in a future grammar activation pack. Present perfect. I've taught English online since 2006. This statement has the auxiliary verb have in the present form. Have marks the perfect aspect when followed by the past participle of a verb. In this sentence, the past participle form of teach is used, taught. Therefore, we must be looking at the present perfect. Present perfect continuous. I've been teaching English online since 2006. This statement has the auxiliary verb have in the present form. Have marks the perfect aspect when followed by the past participle of a verb. In this sentence, the past participle form of be is used, been. However, there's also an ing form of the verb teach. Have plus past participle equals perfect aspect. Be plus ing equals continuous aspect. Have is in the present tense, have, so we have present perfect continuous. Past simple. She taught English. Does this sentence contain an auxiliary verb? Of course it does, but it's hidden. Let's find it by swapping the position of the subject and the auxiliary verb to turn it into a question. Did she teach English? Now we can see that there must be a hidden do in the original statement. If we use do for emphasis, we see it clearly. She did teach English. Do marks the simple aspect and the tense of the auxiliary did is past. Thus we're looking at the past simple. Past continuous. She was teaching English. This statement doesn't have do in it, so it can't be the simple aspect. What auxiliary does the sentence have? That's right, it contains a past form of be, was, which shows the past tense. Is be followed by the ing form? Yes, it is. Therefore, it must be the continuous aspect. We're looking at the past continuous. Past perfect. She had taught English online since 2006. This statement has the auxiliary verb have in the past form had. Have marks the perfect aspect when followed by the past participle of a verb. In this sentence, the past participle form of teach is used, taught. Therefore, we must be looking at the past perfect. Past perfect continuous. She had been teaching English online since 2006. This statement has the auxiliary verb have in the past form had. Have marks the perfect aspect when followed by the past participle of a verb. In this sentence, the past participle form of be is used, been. We have the past perfect. However, there's also an ing form of the verb teach, following be. Be plus ing equals continuous aspect. Add this to our past perfect, and we have past perfect continuous. Conclusion. I hope you can now see that you can easily label simple, continuous and perfect aspects if you just know the three key verbs, do, be and have. All you need to memorize are the present and past forms of these three verbs. I'll explain how and when to use each aspect later in this course. Also, in future grammar activation packs, I'll explain how we can talk about the future. But it's just as easy, I promise. For now, let's activate what we've learned up to now with the Grammar Activator, shall we? Grammar Activator. I've created some fun exercises to help you activate what you've learned. The Grammar Activator is available for as little as €1 at Britlish.com. Or you can take out a monthly, biannual or annual subscription at Britlish.com and get unlimited access to all of my English activation packs. Sign up for the Britlish newsletter today and I'll give you a host of English language learning material completely free of charge. Do they love Britlish activation packs? Yes, that's right. Have you eaten anything? Yes, that's right. You hadn't planned to go to the party? No, I'm afraid that's wrong. Grammar activation packs. Grammar activation packs are each single lessons which I've designed to work together to provide you with a comprehensive English grammar course at Britlish.com. These grammar activation packs form part of a growing library of English activation packs which I've been developing as the best way to help you to truly activate your English skills in all areas. Grammar can be quite boring, but my grammar activation packs are anything but. You can pay what you want for each pack, from as little as €1, so it's very affordable and fantastic value for money. Or you can save even more with a membership subscription. Membership subscriptions. Britlish now offers 3 memberships from just €8 a month: monthly, biannual, annual. Each membership subscription gives you unlimited access to the rapidly growing library of activation packs at Britlish.com. Learn more at Britlish.com. Online English classes. If you really want to improve your English faster than you ever thought possible, online English classes are for you. I've taught many thousands of online English classes since 2006. My students find that online English classes are the most convenient way to learn English. Wherever you have an internet connection, you can have your English classes. At home, in the office, or even in the park. Wherever you are, I'll come to you. Book an introductory class at Britlish.com today and see how online English classes can help you get the level of English you've always dreamed of.